Smash it!
No!
Do it now!
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It has been a while since we talked about new supernatural scenes, although this one is not technically new as it is a deleted scene from the last season. It is new to us in the sense that we obviously haven't seen it before. Excuse my sick voice, haven't really been feeling well lately, but I really want to make this video, so I hope you can enjoy it regardless. This particular scene is especially crazy because it would have potentially changed the course of the whole season, if not the end result itself. So Supernatural Season 15th DVD/Blu-ray recently came out, and it has a lot of awesome bonus features, like the always hilarious gag reel I already covered on my channel earlier with my own edit, as well as very interesting bonus documentaries for the quote-unquote final season. But the deleted scenes section is especially interesting this year, as it seems to contain more scenes than usual. And typically, deleted scenes are extra scenes that don't really have a real impact on a story or course of the season that are typically cut for time. But in this particular scene I'll break down in this video, that is a completely different case, as it's basically an alternate ending to the 9th episode of Season 15 titled The Trap, which would have significantly altered the course of the story, if not the very ending of the season itself. As the boys get ready to trap God in the final moments of the episode, in the original scenes they fail to do so because a psychologically broken Sam by God is unable to execute the final step in trapping him by smashing the trapping ball, as he was manipulated by Chuck into giving up, knowing that the outcome of trapping God would have potentially been catastrophic in the future for himself, Dean, and basically the whole world. So let's watch the alternate scene together and then talk about it.
Hey, help. Hey. Where's Chuck?
I don't know. Somewhere close.
He's controlling her! Eileen, I would have hurt you.
Hey guys.
Sam! Sam! Smash it!
No!
Do it now! We did it.
It's okay.
We did it!
Alright guys, as we saw in the scene, a lot of things stayed the same, including like the beginning of the scene, the epic punch by Dean to God, and the punch back. All of the basics stay the same, but in this alternate ending to the episode, the boys actually managed to trap God, as Sam somehow musters enough bravery and willpower to stick to the original plan, smashing the trapping ball and trapping God and the Mark of Cain on Castiel's arm, similar to how God's sister Amara was originally trapped also on the Mark of Cain, that got passed around from Lucifer to Cain to Dean at some point, and almost to Sam at the end of Season 11. Ironically, the special effects used during the trapping process resembled an opening to Purgatory's world, where Dean and Cass got one of the ingredients to the spell, based on Michael's instructions.
So yes, I will help you. What was done in the darkness can be done to God, if he's as weak as you say. And I know how. That's the spell.
And the ingredients?
Myrrh, cassia, rock rose,
We've got that.
and, to bind the spell together, the nectar from a leviathan blossom.
A leviathan blossom? Was that like a flower?
A flower that only grows in one place. Purgatory. That's the door. It'll remain open for 12 hours.
So that crazy alternate ending in this deleted scene would have really changed almost everything leading up to the season finale, when Jack powers himself up enough to beat God. Although that very outcome would have easily remained intact, as the writers and showrunners typically paint the finish line before the actual journeys are. Having Chuck trapped midway through the season would have effectively neutralized his huge threat, at least for a few more episodes, but I am positive he would have broken out not too long after that incident, and everything else would have proceeded as originally planned. Not to mention the effect the Mark of Cain would have had on Cass for a few more episodes until God would have broken out. That is a whole arc of a corrupted Mark of Cain Cass we would have gotten, even briefly. Definitely would have been interesting as a potential additional threat for the boys to fight against, along with the main threat of God himself. I think I might actually prefer the original ending to the scene we got after all, as the boys had this big hurdle of being defeated by God in this battle, who regained his full power from that moment on till the end, which kept the drama and sense of desperation going for the rest of the season until that triumphant ending where they eventually beat him collectively. It is really mainly Jack who then replaces him as the new God, but the boys of course always have a role to play.
It's the one thing in the whole world that I can always count on. It's the only thing I've ever known that was true. So please, put the gun away. Just put it away. We'll figure it out, Dean. We'll find another way, you and me. We always do.
Are you kidding me? After everything, all that, you did it again.
Where's Amara?
Amara, she's in here somewhere.
What, you consumed your sister?
We came to an understanding.
I'm definitely curious to see what would have happened with that original ending if they did go through with it. It sounds very interesting. A lot of things would have changed, and I definitely want to see that. Unfortunately, they officially ended the series, but, you know, if and when they come back someday, if they want to go through the whole different arc, similar to where it's originally planned, I'm more than happy to watch that. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to anything they really want to do, as long as they come back, so... But I am sticking with my opinions that the original one we got is better, and I'm glad I decided to go with that. So I will place the original version of the scene for you guys for the rest of this video, so we can compare the very different outcomes along with my original commentary on that scene after the episode aired. Let me know your thoughts in the comments regarding a very different version I could have gotten compared to the original. I will be covering other deleted scenes later in upcoming videos. Stay tuned and see you next time.
Hi, Dean.
You know I had to.
Me too.
Sam?
Sam, smash it! Now!
Well, Sam?
Sam!
I can't. What? I can't. I'm sorry. I just can't. What did you do to him?
Yeah. Oh, man. Whew. Yeah, that's the stuff.
What happened?
Short version, Sammy lost hope, and now I'm free. But hey, take it easy on the kid. It took a lot to beat it out of him.
No. No! Well, what now? You're not gonna dust us.
Oh, yeah? Why not?
Because you're holding out. For your big finish. Yeah, we know about your galaxy-brained idea. How you think this story is gonna go. Sam got a little look into your draft folder.
Sam's visions, they weren't drafts. They were memories. My memories. Other Sams and other Deans. In other worlds. But guess what? Just like you, they didn't think they'd do it either. But they did. And you will too.
No. Not this Sam. And not this Dean. So you go back to Earth 2 and play with your other toys. Because we will never give you the ending that you want.
We'll see.
We got a big mid-season premiere, potentially and officially the final mid-season premiere, unfortunately, but that was a great episode. It had a lot of things going on in it. The boys go up against God. First of all, God takes Sam, kidnaps Sam, and kind of tries to heal the wound using this kind of surgery, using the knife, forcing Eileen to do it because apparently he's too iffy about it. He just likes to watch people do bad things, but he doesn't want to do it himself. Really weird thing, preventing God from doing it himself. So he forces Eileen to do it, but nothing's working, and he figures because Sam has hope of being saved, of being the hero of the story, so he tries to break him by showing him the bleak future of the boys turning into monsters, being killed by their loved ones, specifically by Bobby. Everyone they loved is lost, they lose everyone. So a very bleak ending that Sam is just not accepting. So he manages to actually break Sam, that when Castiel and Dean finally get the spell working, get back from purgatory, get the Leviathan Blossom and everything, they give Sam, you know, the trap little ball thing, that telling him if you smash it, I guess the trap will work, but he doesn't do it because he knows that if he does it, if he traps God, monsters run free and God won't be there to stop them, and the future will be bleak for the boys and for everyone else. So God really psychologically manipulates Sam here into submitting to him, and he manages to heal the wound, and he sets himself free. He can go to any universe he wants now. He's no longer tied down by his weird connection with Sam through that wound. So God wins this big round, but he has not won the war yet, and Dean gives him this epic speech at the end telling him that, well, you played with other Sam and Dean as toys and they did what you wanted. You got the ending you wanted from them, but we're not gonna give you that ending, so forget about it. God is like, we'll see. So yeah, the boys are still defiant, even though Sam decided to go against trapping God. And what I loved about that in the ending is Dean actually does not even questioning him and is like, that's enough for me to hear, showing big character growth from Dean. He does not lose it. He does not get angry for Sam for ruining their plan as he did with Cass earlier. But when he breaks down in purgatory and, you know, cries praise to Cass and apologizes to him, this translates perfectly at the end of this episode of his reaction to Sam not going through with the plan. Dean trusts Sam blindly, he doesn't question him, and we're gonna find another way. What is the other way? That last shot of the episode was finally we see Jack and Death again, since that last shot we saw at the end of season 14. Now it's time. Death tells Jack, time to intervene, time to fight God with the boys. I guess that's what she means, most likely. That is the other way. But I hope, I said this in my reaction video, I hope that is not the only way to beat God, that the boys have a big role in that. It's not just like the big powerful entities, Jack getting back and Billy's death beating God, because that's the boys' story. Supernatural is about the boys, and they have to be the ones to end it and to beat God. So I hope it's not as easy as relying on Jack and Death. We'll see what's gonna happen. That crazy season full of craziness and twists and turns. We don't know which ending we're gonna get. We keep seeing glimpses of different endings, different alternate universe endings. Which one we're gonna get? It's definitely, I don't think it's the one God showed Sam. Definitely not. The boys will rebel and will beat God. And yeah, through God's plan, the boys will find a way, as they always do, to beat the biggest villain of the series so far. So yeah, I enjoyed this episode a lot, and looking forward to see the conclusion of that great story, and hopefully it's not the end of it all when it actually comes to the end of it. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Subscribe for more awesome supernatural content. Till next time, as always, no chick flick moments.
We won't be gone long, I promise.
It came to the point of like, okay, I think this is the right time. Like, it's a weird decision. And then I'm gonna sell him out. When Jensen got to Vancouver 2 weeks ago, I have a text message from him. He's like, man, crazy being back in Vancouver. I feel like we could do 2 more years. And I was like, let's talk, man. Like,
To all the SPN family out there, thank you so much for taking this journey with us for 15 years. We love you, and we won't be gone long, I promise.
Thanks for watching Wayward Winchester. Subscribe for more awesome Wayward content. Till next time, as always, no chick flick moments. Peace.